There are so many interesting, horrifying, or downright weird things in this big world of ours.
Each week, we'll bring you a new true crime story that has little to no coverage in English.
Let us do the translations, so you don't have to.
Yo.
Hello. Oh, Petra's first. Yeah. Snuck in a quick yo. Yo.
We are back
Yes.
with a case, and it's
episode.
Petra's turn.
Mhm.
Yeah, I must tell that I'm not very well prepared this time. There has been all kind of stuff happening, but it shows a pretty recent case. It's been in the news in Finland, but I might have to
Really?
like.
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
Finnish case.
Yes,
I was
a Finnish
expecting
case.
Japanese for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I was totally
I thought it's going to be a fortune teller, another one.
Yeah,
So
because
we
I was
talked about the
just
series.
yeah, because there's this. I don't know, for the listeners. I was like, there's this new whatever series on Netflix, and I was like, oh, this kind of sounds like whatever similar to this. What is it, Kototome? What was her last name? Kototome.
I forgot. Yeah.
But the previous fortune teller case. That Petra
We don't
brought-
have that many fortune teller cases.
Kototome Fujita. Yeah. So I was like, oh, this straight to hell series or whatever, because it was a biography drama history. And I was like, I wonder if they, because at the beginning it was like, this is loosely based on true events. And I was like, I wonder if they took inspiration from this. Because I mean, I don't know that I didn't notice that there was, or didn't know in Japanese culture that there's a fuck ton of fortune tellers or like it's a fortune telling kind of society, I would say. And
like you go to a station and it's full of like, you always have this fortune telling, like a shop for that.
Yeah.
You wouldn't see that in Finland.
No, exactly. And very rare in the States too, or at least in Washington State. And so it was about this Kazuko Hosoki, who was like famous fortune teller, and she had some Yakuza ties and whatnot. And yeah, so I watched the series. It was pretty good. I liked it.
You did watch
Recommend it? Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to watch it.
Yeah, it was good. I watched it with, of course, English closed captioning, so I could watch it without having to watch the screen the full time. But, that's the only way I can watch anything is by listening mostly to stuff. But anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, quite an interesting tale. So then I was like, and so then Petra said, oh, I can just have like a fortune telling series or something at some point, because I guess there's a lot of them, maybe. Because
I mean, this is the second one. I mean, there are fortune tellers. That is a thing in Japan, yes, but I don't know how much of them are
criminals.
Criminals or involved
this,
in
like,
crime.
Yeah, this Hosoki, like she was pretty, how do you say, very controversial figure, I would say, in the series, because she like definitely scammed people, allegedly. I don't know if I should say allegedly. I mean, she's dead, but like still, I don't want to anger anybody. But
isn't fortune telling already
scamming? Yeah, I was just thinking the same,
I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I don't know.
But then again, like, I mean, there's also like, it's a gradation. Like if you go and you're like, I want someone to read my palm, and you pay them an amount that they have, like, okay, this is 10 euros. And then they look at your hand and they're like, yes, you will have a long life and you will find love.
True love, You'll have 5 kids.
Beware of tall men.
Yeah.
And then you go home, and if you die at 58, maybe you were scammed. You didn't have a long life, but I mean...
Yeah.
It doesn't feel yet like a very serious scam to me.
Yeah.
But if it starts to be like, hey, you have to invest money to 10,000 euros to this, and like kind of if it starts to change your actions.
Yeah.
That's where I would be worried.
I mean, if it's for fun and you don't take it super serious,
and like it's such a big thing. Like, for example, in Japan, you go to the shrines and you get a little. You can buy it. It's like €2. You buy this little paper that tells you your fortune, and it's often like, this year you will be lucky when it comes to education. You will have bad luck when it comes to love. Like, they're kind of generic.
Yeah.
And people just buy them, and they're for fun.
Yeah.
A bit like the horoscopes in the Finnish papers. Like, you look at your horoscope.
I mean, those are kind of fun always to look at. Like, we always read those. We had like this bulletin thing back at work, like when I was in Washington State, when I was working at Taco Del Mar, and there would be like this kind of gazette or whatever, which is like this 1-page thing, and it always had like the horoscopes, and I was like, oh, let's read our horoscopes, and like bullshit, because it is
exactly. I remember doing that in the past too. And actually, a few months ago, I was in this. There's this bar in Helsinki called Hoo Ha.
I've been there too. Yeah, like in Kalasatama.
Yes, I was there with some work friends, and we got. So you can, with your reservation, you can order an astrology reading.
Okay.
We ordered that, and they, I don't know, check your whatever signs and everything and give you this whole reading. I mean, obviously it's mostly pre-generated, I'm sure. But it was fun. We read it, and it was a good kind of, I guess, conversation starter too. But obviously none of us took it seriously, and it's not really for that. But it's like a €10 thing, and you can pre-order it and then talk about it.
Okay.
So, and I wouldn't say that that's for scamming. It's more like just for fun.
Yeah. Do you know this singer, this Chiyoko Shimakura, like Japanese singer?
No.
I'm trying to remember, like, what did she sing? The Goddess of Enka is her nickname.
Okay. Yeah, she's already dead.
Yeah, she's dead already. But yeah, she known for Tokyo no Hito Sayonara. Anyway, so she was like one of the people that was kind of affected by this fortune teller and whatnot, and quite in a big way. And like, this was major shit, major scamming stuff. Like, if indeed it was true in the series, but I would say I'd suggest watching the series. I think, like, and there was like a point. There was like a point in the TV series because this fortune teller lady, she grew up after the war, so like after everything was like burned down from the air raids and stuff, and so she basically had nothing, and she, her and her siblings grew up like almost starving constantly, and so like one of the quotes in the movie was like my generation, or like the generation that came from that, are really greedy because they didn't have anything. So it kind of is the premise of like the whole movie, just greed and trying to get ahead and whatnot. But
Okay, good recommendation.
Yeah, sounds like an interesting take also to the whole post-war society in Japan.
Yeah, it was interesting. I think like the Japanese aspect of it too, because I don't really know that much about Japan. I just know that like my grandfather back in the 60s and 70s like had, Japanese businessmen, because they were in the logging business. So you'd have like Japanese businessmen come over, and that was like the only kind of exposure I had or whatever. Like, they would bring over gifts and stuff, like these silk balls and like these,
cool.
different things like around the house that I grew up. I'm like, oh, this is Japanese like stuff that the Japanese businessmen brought my grandparents when they had business, this type of stuff. So yeah. But yeah.
It just reminded me of Twin Peaks. when there's also this, isn't that also this Japanese businessman coming to the hotel?
Yeah.
I really need to rewatch it, even though I've seen the series like many times, but now not for a few years, and my memory is getting worse, so I really need to rewatch it.
Yeah, it's just interesting, like after 20, 30 years, you know, like after the war, doing business. And my grandfather was in the war in the Pacific, so it was also kind of interesting that I just find it fascinating that war happens, so many people die and whatnot, and then a couple decades later, it's all good. We're like working with each other and, you know, doing business and stuff. It's so odd to me. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah.
But actually, oh, sorry, now I had to Google this. So the Japanese, it was just one man, and it was actually Catherine dressed as a Japanese man.
Oh, yeah, true.
One of the other characters.
Yes. True.
Of course.
Yeah, it was, yes.
Yeah. Like
Then
there was something with the Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, they were trying to, get the, what was it, shares or something like that, or scam, like, property or whatever. Yeah.
Or maybe there was also some other Japanese man involved. But anyway, that was the plot twist, that it was actually her.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry for the spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen Twin Peaks.
Who hasn't seen it after how many
I feel
decades?
that this was not like the biggest spoiler of Twin Peaks. Like,
no.
The main story.
Do you want a spoiler? I'll give you a spoiler. No, I won't.
About your namesake.
Who killed Laura Palmer? Who killed her? Well, that's a bit more complicated too, I guess. As well.
It's complicated.
Straightforward answer. Yeah.
Nothing is straightforward in Twin Peaks.
No.
Yeah. Have you seen the second season? Like the new one they made?
Or the
but
third.
that's not the second one. Yeah.
The third.
I mean, well,
but
third.
Yes.
Yeah, kind of the new.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. Like it just goes crazier.
I love it so much.
Yeah. It's more of a mind fuck for sure.
Yeah. Okay. So what did you bring, Petra?
So today I will just shortly talk about this murder that was committed by a psychiatrist.
Oh. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not the first Finnish.
This isn't the one. This isn't the one where he like wait. This isn't the one where he like drives off.
Yes, this is the one. So
okay.
I have brought this previously in a tangent.
That's true. Yes, it was just a
And last December, his verdict was, in the highest court.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
It was upheld in the Court of Appeal.
Okay. Yeah.
So now we can kind of treat it as
done and dusted. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So he has been. We can start with the fact that he has been convicted.
Yeah, he didn't get out of it by any means.
Yeah, but there were interesting, turns. Also because he is a psychiatrist, so yeah. So basically, as I said, I didn't prepare the best this time, but I can maybe start, because you asked about the car, I can maybe start from that, even though it is not part of the actual case. Mm-hmm. But the first time this person was in the news was when he drove him and his family to sea in August 21.
Mm-hmm.
It was in Helsinki, like in the Senatintori kind of
or like in the
Kauppatori. Yeah. So like the kind of, like if you would come to Helsinki and be a tourist, that's probably where you would go. Like it's this marketplace by the sea.
To buy overpriced berries and stuff.
Yeah,
fish,
exactly, and
yeah.
get attacked by the seagulls and
Oh yeah, yes.
I'm always there, like the tourists are giving food to the seagulls. I just go there like, don't, please stop.
They have to eat something.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, they
some
usually just
crazy
steal
local.
it, but yeah.
But sometimes you see tourists like actually giving. They're like, oh, cute seagulls. Have
Oh
some
fuck
food.
yeah.
No,
I do love
don't.
seagulls, but I
Me
don't
too,
usually
but
feed
like,
them. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Anyway, so that's the place. So he had recently been gotten married back then, 21, and he was he had taken a car, like test drive this Volvo. So they had married with a wife, and they had bought like a summer cottage in Porvoo, and they were thinking like getting a new Volvo. Okay, so they went to get this car for a test drive, and then I will not go into details, but like they got part of the kids. There was total 4 kids, like 2 kids from him and 2 kids from the wife, like from their previous marriages. So there are 4 kids and a dog and a wife and the man who was driving the car for test drive. And then suddenly, when they were driving, because they lived in Ullanlinna, which is kind of near Kauppatori, like it's in the seas, in the southern Helsinki, like near the sea. So they went to get something from there, and then he was driving by the harbor, and then they allegedly saw something interesting, like some interesting boat there. So he was like, okay, let's drive like next to the sea to look at the boat, you know, and stop, park there and see what's, like when you're test driving, you can, you know, do whatever. But then he had stopped right next to the water, and then suddenly drove to the water. And based on what the people who saw that, he was not really doing anything, like in the car, like not trying to get out or anything. But anyway, this is a place full of people, so of course immediately there was a operation to save them, and they were saved, and happy ending, like nobody died.
So the wife was in the car, and how many of the kids?
4? I understood that 4. So 2.
So all
kids.
Of them. Okay, all of them were there.
Yeah. So I guess it was quite a big.
But I'm just. So did he like? Did it look like he gunned it into the water, or did its like foot slipped off the clutch and he was in neutral?
Well, what he said.
Brake?
He said that, well, I was test driving, so I was a bit, you know, I didn't know the, you know, what is what, so I was trying to back with the car, but accidentally got front. And I thought that, okay, now we're dead. That's why I didn't do anything. And like, I was just like,
because I would understand that he just like reverse and that could sure, okay, but then like, not
self-preservation skills at all. Like oh shit,
I guess we're dead now.
And also like you have your kids there. Like usually people would have this like, okay, whatever happens, I have to save my kids.
Yes. No survival instinct whatsoever. Okay.
Oh, well, wonder why. Anyways, then there's one thing that first contradicts is that the controls of the car were exactly the same as his current car. So he was just getting kind of a newer or bigger version of the car he already owned. So it shouldn't, of course, when you're changing car model, usually the controls are different.
Yeah,
but they even weren't. So it was very weird that.
I just feel also like, okay, like driving a car, like if you're driving a car all the time, you can usually step into any fucking car even if it's going to be in like manual transmission, you can still pretty much jump into any car and drive it. Maybe it's a bit like awkward, but you're not going to fucking put it into reverse or drive that easily, I think. And especially if it's an automatic, you can see the R and the D and the N and whatever.
And also at this point, he has already, it said that he took it from Herttoniemi, which is not right next to this. It's a bit further in Helsinki. So he has already driven it for some time at this point of the test drive. And if he picked up something from the home, he has already stopped it and started driving and maybe reverse. Like,
and
you would assume that at this point,
done some parallel parking, I would assume.
Yeah. So anyway, then that was pointed out, and he was, well, actually, I was just really stressed and tired. That's why. Like, he kind of changed his explanation because the first explanation was bad.
Yeah.
Also,
not
there
the
was
sign of a guilty man at all.
It kind of like jumped into which sounds like he really pushed the, you know,
which you would never do either, even if you were
which
reversing.
You wouldn't do if you just want to reverse a bit.
Yes.
You're not like, let's go back.
Yeah.
So anyway,
especially
there was
in such a busy area.
Yeah, like where people can actually walk behind you.
Yeah.
So anyway, all kind of oddities in this case, but for some reason the newlywed wife was pretty like protective of him and was like, yeah. I think also it was an accident. Apparently the kids were like, well, he didn't even look back. Like, who would start reversing without looking back? Like, the kids were afterwards, like, when we go further in this, what happens next, the kid had said after that, like, hey, we thought that's odd. But then the mom was like, hey, shut up. Like, it was an accident. Let's not, like, make a fuss of this.
I kind of get it because, like, of course, you just married someone. You have 2 kids. You've probably combined your life. You're living together. It's a bit difficult to kind of separate unless it's like you kind of just turn a blind eye, even though that's a fucking major red flag. Like, it's a fucking...
You don't want to think that someone just tried to murder you by driving the car into sea.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Also,
but also, I'm sure everyone else was panicking and he was just doing nothing. So wasn't that weird?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you can always explain, like, shock reaction, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like,
but then also, if you wanted to do it, like, just to play devil's advocate, if you actually wanted to kill them, why wouldn't you go to, like, a more, I guess, rural place or, like, you know, a place that wasn't so fucking busy? Because that's a really busy place, especially if it was in the summertime. Like, hundreds and hundreds of people are around there, like, all the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, devil's advocate, I'm like, did he actually try to kill them? Maybe not. But, like, I don't know. Maybe it was like, or it could have been, I don't know, sometimes when I'm driving, I don't know if you guys don't drive that much, but, like, or it's the same thing, like, if you're on a high building or something, you're like, you know, you could just jump off here, you know?
Yeah,
like,
what's
this
the
kind of,
word?
like, intrusive thought comes in.
Yeah.
Like, or, like, when I'm driving,
It
like,
kind of sounds like an intrusive thought, and he actually did it.
Exactly. And I'm like, oh, you could just drive into the center of the road or, like, off the road or whatever into something and just, like, you know, is what it's just funny that you just stop yourself from doing that.
So I think about that sometimes when I'm in the metro.
Yeah.
And the closer
jumping in the tracks. Yes. Yes.
Like,
same. Same. What if I just, like, just went in there? You know, like, I also do that too. It's just like, what the fuck? Or, like, in front of a tram or something, or, like, in front of the train when I'm waiting for it.
Yeah. Everyone listening to this episode is like, what the fuck is wrong with this?
Yeah. Intrusive thoughts.
So yeah, could be a case like that. Especially when hearing more what happens. Yeah. But at that time, anyways, he got fines. Obviously, this was still a traffic violation.
Yeah.
So that was fine. Like, okay, please don't drive cars to the sea. That's not good. So no, like, they did not start an investigation on, like, deliberate
homicide or whatever.
I mean, nobody was killed, so
like, I mean, just, like, trying or attempted murder or attempted homicide or something like that.
Okay, so that happened 21 August. Next time this guy gets into the news is next year's December, so 22, when he gets arrested for the murder of his wife.
By the way, how old is this guy? Because and how old are the kids? Did it say at all how old his kids were?
So the kids were his kids were 8 at the time of the car thing. So 21. His kids were 8 and 5, and the wife's kids were 16 and 18.
Okay, yeah. So the 16 and 18
think
easily
this
could.
guy was in his 40s.
Okay.
He's a psychiatrist.
The wife was 47 at the time of death. Yeah, and the guy was born 1974.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but about that age.
Yeah. You mentioned he's a psychiatrist, and you're a patient, and this guy is your psychiatrist, and then you hear all of this, and you're like, oh, great.
Yeah,
I'm second guessing everything you ever told me. I would be like, oh, no, I need a psychiatrist for my psychiatrist. No.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So basically, what had happened in December was that the wife she failed to show up for work on Friday. So then people were like, okay, where is she? And started asking, and her relatives started asking, she had disappeared. And also, the man was like, oh, yeah, okay, he's disappeared. I'm worried. Okay, let's look out for her. But then Saturday morning, a neighbor in the Ullalinna apartment was like, okay, something weird is happening. This guy is carrying out something very big to his
Wasn't
car.
it a carpet, if I remember correctly?
Yeah. They were like, this is suspicious. I will call the police.
Yeah.
And the police came and it's like, so what's in the carpet? And it was the body of the wife.
Yeah.
And so they arrested him.
So for a while before this, the wife was already dead, right? Because people started noticing that she was missing.
I guess for only one day, though, right? That she didn't show up to work one day, or was it
one day?
Yeah.
Quite quick turnaround, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah, I think probably from the night of Thursday or early morning of Friday, police believe that the woman was killed.
Okay. But that means that
he killed...
Yeah, he killed her and there were still kids at home.
I'm not sure if the kids... Because obviously these both persons are divorced. That the kids are not together kids. They are kids with someone...
her kids by that point were 19 already. And 17, so maybe they lived somewhere else.
Yeah, but I was thinking the younger kids. Yeah, the younger
maybe
kids.
They were not
with their mom.
Ex-wife.
The ex-wife could be. Yeah, that actually didn't... I'm not sure if it was mentioned in anything I read, but I said I might have missed something. So yeah, that was a pretty obvious arrest.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't... Yeah, how?
I wonder how long they were together before, and I just want to know her mental state before all of this and stuff too, because obviously just a year later after the car incident, I mean, even if you're like, oh, it wasn't such a big deal, you'd still kind of or was it a big deal? In your dreams, this kind of subconscious, was it something? And then if he's acting weird for a year afterwards, yeah, I don't know.
But I mean, they had got married in 21.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah,
pretty
so
fresh marriage.
Yeah, but I'm just how long did they date before that as well? I wonder. Like, how many years were they together? I don't know.
Probably not long if you think that this guy has these small kids, so he must have recently been married with someone else.
Yeah, 5 years old. Yeah, so then
Yeah, so it can't be
a couple years probably. Yeah.
I mean, it can happen that there are a lot of these small things, and then you're just like, man, maybe it's not a big deal, or he has a stressful job, or whatever. Then you come
Yeah.
up with, excuses, and then it just
Ugh.
escalates.
Yeah. But I feel like you think you'd be safe, or like kind of safe with a psychiatrist, because like you would think that they're open to their emotions, able to talk about things, they're not going to bottle it up, they're not going to, I don't know. Or maybe they're just really good at manipulating. That's also could be, psychologically manipulating you.
I mean, because psychiatrists are doctors, and I'm not saying that they don't talk about feelings, but some of them are, therapists, but some of them, I guess, maybe just treat patients, like, prescribe meds and whatever. So I don't know, like he might not have been the feelings guy.
Yeah, but I just feel like you'd be kind of more open to mental health stuff, though. Like,
he should be.
Yeah, I mean, they don't think that, oh yeah, I'm not going to prescribe you medication and then also some therapy, like that would be the type of guy, like, okay, you're going to go to therapy and medication. That's like a good thing. So I don't know, someone that would believe in that. I don't know.
Yeah, I found a Seiska article about Seiska, the most
great source.
Don't say
source.
Don't say Scott.
But anyway, interview of some doctor who was treating this guy who murdered the wife, that he hadn't been working as a psychiatrist like in the previous year before the murder, and he had actually been in like treatment for psychiatric issues, like mental health issues.
Yeah.
So he was not definitely in a good state.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah.
So yeah, at least some kind of pretty severe depression, and maybe something else. Yeah. Well, at least depression and financial issues, and also they did have some relationship problems, and the wife had talked about wanting to separate.
Oh, okay.
So there are lots of things that could be the motivation.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why. I still don't understand people who would murder someone because they want to separate. But anyway, that's something that...
Well, it's like this, if I can't have you, no one can.
Yeah, control aspect, I guess, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, after investigations, and like he was telling that it was an accident that the wife died, but the investigations were like, no, but when we the forensic investigations, like, nope, the autopsy, like, this is not accident, this is very clearly like she has been hit with a blunt object many times. So like, if you just
she didn't fall into a frying
it's not
pan
like once,
multiple
two
times.
Yeah. So it was very clear that he killed her, and then it was more like, was this a manslaughter or a murder? And there was all this, like, he had bought some kind of very strong cleaning thing. Probably you would think that he wants to clean the blood stains, and like, there was lots of...
definitely premeditated is what you're saying.
Yes. Yeah, like I don't think the details are that interesting there, but like anyway, the investigators were like, yeah, this is a murder.
I just can't imagine like how he was so stupid. Not that I'm of course happy that he was arrested so quickly, but that he wrapped her in a carpet and then just like out in the open, walked to his car,
and also
so
like
that a
in the
neighbor could
morning
just
time, not
see it.
like in the middle of the night when people most likely
Yes.
don't watch out of the window.
And
Yeah.
I'm sure it was very heavy. Like it's a
Yeah.
human body. It's
Yeah,
very
like even
heavy.
if you're a
Dead weight human
petite
body.
woman.
Even a
Yes.
carpet too, like a big ass carpet.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining like some Persian carpet that's big enough to wrap a body in is also fucking heavy.
Exactly.
Like,
So
so,
imagine that plus a person,
Yeah.
those weights combined. I'm sure he wasn't just like casually walking to the car.
Yeah, I think he was
Yeah.
like pulling her in a
Dragging.
this,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah. Anyway, the next step was that he was sent to the psychiatric evaluation. Like,
Mhm.
so okay, it was murder, but was he in full mental understanding of it?
Sounds
Apparently,
like it.
yeah,
I mean,
like of course, because he had this history of being mentally unwell during this before this happened.
Yeah.
There was some reason to think that maybe, and like he was saying that I was in a psychosis or something. I didn't know what I'm doing.
but you did because like you tried to cover it up, and you also bought stuff before. Like it sounds premeditated. I don't know.
Cleaning supplies and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So the interesting thing here now is that he's a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
So he knows
yeah.
what to say if you want to seem like you are in a psychosis or you
Yep.
were in a psychosis. He
Mhm.
knows
Yep.
exactly what a person in psychosis should be. You know,
Yep.
that's his expertise. So yeah, he did describe all this stuff. Like, yeah, I heard voices. I felt I'm detached from reality, and you know,
Basically,
Like
there's
in
a
those
checklist
words.
in the actual like textbook. What is psychosis? And he just goes through the whole like checklist perfectly. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Oh yeah, also detached from reality. Yeah, that too.
Yes. Yes. I
all
just
of
felt like
the-
Yeah.
there's such a
Also, I felt
detachment
these
from
messages. Yeah.
yeah. Oh.
And also interesting thing was that as a psychiatrist, he had done research on violent offenders and impulsive violence academically before the
Oh,
crime.
wow.
So,
Okay.
well, the better.
Is he also saying that he got confused because he blurred the lines of reality with what he learned about violent offenders? And that's also playing into his psychosis.
Or I don't know. I did not read the report, you know.
Yeah.
But he did have confusion about his identity. Well, anyway.
Yes, of course.
But the psychiatric evaluations are pretty long, like exhaustive. Like many months they take. You're in hospital and they interview you. They look how you act in the daily routines and like all this. And they, what's the word? They
came to the verdict or the assumption that
they came to the conclusion that he was not in psychosis. Like, he has depression and like he's not probably in the good state of mental health, but he is syyntakeinen, legally responsible. So
yeah, I find that interesting too. Like, I mean, it would be quite a lot to keep up, I think, for many, many months, which is good that they do have these evaluations for such a long time. But yeah, it does kind of bring I've always thought like, okay, the people that would be difficult to kind of try whether they're actually telling the truth is an actor or an actress, and then psychiatrists or whatever, psychologists, and then like you'd think that a police officer also would be very difficult to try, you know, because they know the ins and outs of all these things, or you know, just
like if you know something from the inside already.
Yeah, like interrogation techniques or whatever, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, but I would assume that this guy also knew the whole process of this psychiatric evaluation for.
I'm sure,
criminals. So also like more and more interesting thing was that he requested a new evaluation arguing that the first one is incomplete and biased. And this is not usual.
Sure.
Like usually if you get a conclusion from this evaluation, that's it. Like people don't after that try to complain about it. I mean, it's a long process. Probably most of people are like, I don't want to do that again, to be in a mental institute.
He's like, well, that's all I do every day.
Yeah.
From the other side, so I don't mind.
But the court rejected the request and was like, okay, the first evaluation was comprehensive. Like, we don't need to do a new one. That's it.
Yeah.
Also, I would think that the more there's a time from the crime, the less valuable the evaluation becomes.
Yeah, probably less accurate, I would assume.
Yeah. So.
Or you can do it better the second time, I would assume. Like, oh, I failed on this aspect. Maybe I'll act crazier
one thing
next
from the
time.
checklist.
Yeah. And we're not making fun of people with mental health issues or whatever. We're just making fun of this guy. Yeah, just this guy.
Yeah. I mean, of course, there's lots of tragedy in this too. Like, I don't think he's in any way in full health. Like, probably his mental health issues and stuff has had effect why things went like this. But still, I like by what you read from the media, it does sound like he is very much guilty. Like, murdering people is not the way to, if you have financial issues, mental issues with your work, don't kill anyone. That's not
I know. I just feel like, speaking of a person who has been depressed in the past before, like it's all internalized. It's like it's a self disease, like you don't want to harm anybody else. Like, and even if you're, ideating about suicide or something like that, it's like, or at least personally in the past, like I would always think like, I don't want to affect anybody else with this, like I don't want to bring a burden upon anybody else. So then I feel like depression isn't such a good excuse within this circumstance, because like, suicide, like depressed people or suicidal people don't want to kill anybody else usually. Like I think I
wouldn't say like, okay, depression is this easy way to explain why this, but like I think it's like one thing impacting his whole like but then I was have an impact on how you act and start doing.
But I was thinking like the way I would think that he has some type of either sociopathy or some type of narcissism, either like one of those two things or both or whatever. Not trying to armchair diagnose, but just like there has to be some type of like extra thing where he takes out his frustration on somebody else, or like he feels the shame or whatever of his failed career because he's not able to practice psychiatry or something, And
I mean, probably the fact that she wanted to leave him.
Yes, exactly.
Kind of known.
So it's more of like a shame thing, or like his ego is bruised.
Like a woman don't like me, my money isn't going well, and my job isn't like almost like culture, especially for men, that you have this pride,
almost like a family annihilator kind of vibe to me. Like if the kids had been there, I wonder what would have happened to the kids if they
that's true.
were,
I mean, that was the
intention with the car.
That the first, that would have been a femicide.
I think he was a good candidate for that. Luckily,
maybe then he's like, that's too difficult. I just
or it just like he just spiraled because they had an argument, and then he ended up killing her, and then the kids just happened to not be there.
I think that maybe is what I'm leaning towards, just like judging off of
But I mean, I understand that he was depressed, but clearly he had like a lot of kind of self-preservation, because he wanted to hide the body and clean up and like save himself.
Yeah.
He didn't decide to commit suicide Because sometimes people do that. They kill someone and then they kill themselves.
Yeah, I would have expected that. I would have expected that actually more, like, the murder-suicide. If he actually was depressed, that's the driving factor behind this. It's like the shame and the guilt and whatever, failed marriage, failed business, failed money, whatever. And I can't live anymore. But then I also don't want her to leave me because I'm a narcissist. So then I'm going to kill her and kill myself. That makes more sense to me, like a holistic picture of his mental state.
But does a narcissist kill himself? I don't know. I'm not an expert on this, but
I mean, like, for instance, like this Israel Keys, I would say that he was definitely a narcissist and sociopath. Well, anyway, but like he ended up killing himself in prison. This Israel Keys, it was like this guy
we talked about him
in the States, like he murdered, I don't know how many people, but basically he just kind of wanted to keep, he didn't want to tell the cops all the information. So it was kind of like a big fuck you at the end, like, so it's still kind of like he's winning. So it's still an aspect like narcissists can still win in the end by killing themselves because they don't allow closure for the families,
Yeah.
I think in this case he was just arrested super quickly.
So maybe he could have killed himself.
To play out.
Yeah, afterwards. Yeah.
Sure. And I mean, the car attempt sounds like he was also like, if the plan was to just let the car go in the sink, he would be one of the dead people. I don't think the plan was that he will leave them there and get out of it, especially if they told that he wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
So it's difficult to tell what is going on in his mind.
Yeah.
But anyway, then now he got a life sentence, life in prison sentence, and also interestingly now the kids who were originally in the car, the wife's kids, so the older ones, they appeal to the court that the court should like reverse the previous verdict, which was just traffic fines, so they could start a new investigation for attempted murder. Because of course, in the light of this case, they are like, well, actually that car thing, now that we think of it and now that we saw what he did to our mom, definitely that was an attempted murder too. But
that's
the
an
court was like,
take.
nope, we're not gonna do that, which is a bit weird to me. But
I mean, it's kind of interesting too for me because, like, I think that you think, okay, usually at least in the States there usually can't be a new trial unless there's new information or new evidence, and so but then also at the same time you can't really try based off of past events usually, like, or it has to be within the scope of the crime. So is it in the scope of the crime, this car thing? Like, I guess the defense
they wanted
probably
to like start a new trial for
new
that.
trial.
And if it was attempted murder and it hasn't been many years, like few years, so it's still.
But like, how are you going to prove attempted murder? Also, like, it also.
But I think one thing is that there was like the kids didn't say anything back then when there was just like now they they had more comments now that their mom is not like, oh no need to say anything.
Yeah.
So I guess like their words could have changed the whole
maybe
it's
a bit messy though in my mind.
I get that. Probably the court was like, no, not
I guess they're worried that he's gonna be let out after a while.
And I guess maybe you
could add to his sentence.
And like it was their mom who was murdered.
Of course.
Maybe
I
they're
get
like,
it.
okay,
I get it.
And then they are also like, shit, he actually tried to murder us too.
Yeah.
So
no, I mean, I get it. I totally
maybe
understand.
He should get a punishment for that too. Yeah,
or 2 life sentences or whatever the fuck. But I agree because I mean,
or like when he has been there for 10 years, that if you would consider letting him out, then good to consider that he has actually tried to do this twice.
Yeah.
But that was one detail. Then there was interesting news just a couple of months ago about, I'm not going to go deep in that, but like There was the house they had bought in Porvoo, like the summer house, that how the inheritance goes, and because somehow he had paid for also her part, that now the kids who represent the mom's like ownership of that are actually supposed to pay him the part that their mom was like supposed to be paying to him out of her part of the house or something like. In a way, like if you read it, it kind of makes sense.
I mean, it does make sense. Like if you own a house 50-50.
Like, what? Why?
Yeah. He should be paying them like because of the fucking emotional damage and
which I
all this
think
stuff.
Probably like, let me see, what was the like actual verdict? Where did I put it?
So they inherited the debt of the mom because
I guess
that is the reason.
I guess they inherited half of the house because, I mean, she's probably on the contract for 50-50, but then they probably didn't pay off the whole house, so then they still
But they might have a contract in between the two of them.
Yeah.
So that guy and the wife who was murdered, maybe they had a contract, so she owed him money, and then the kids inherited the debt that she...
Yeah, I mean, or either or, like even if she had a contract 50-50 with the bank as well, and then he paid for her half, and then like...
okay.
But either or, I mean, yeah.
I don't know if they had a loan, or was it just that he paid for the whole thing?
Yeah, could be. But anyway, that's pretty fucked, I think.
Either way,
yeah.
I wouldn't... I'd be like, fuck you. Like...
Yeah, like he is like, I want actually 400,000.
Wow.
Yep.
That was the full price or half?
It's a half.
Holy fuck.
What kind of summer cottage is that?
Yeah.
I mean,
like
they also lived in Ullalinna. That's one of the most expensive areas in Helsinki.
And he had financial trouble. Why didn't they sell that summer cottage?
Yeah. Yep. What the fuck?
Or the other place and just move to Vanta.
Like, this is so fucking stupid. Like, it reminds you of the Chris Watts case. Like, oh, financial damage, need to kill my family. Or like the list guy, oh, financial damage, need to kill my family. You know, just sell your fucking shit. You know, downsize. Downsize. Yeah, but also it's a thing.
Sometimes, or usually, it's also something else. Like with Chris Watts, like he had a girlfriend.
Yeah. But with the list guy, like I don't think he did. He was a Christian, like I don't know, super Christian and whatever. And like, what isn't it that there was the skylight? If he sold that, it would have it would have paid off all of his debt. Yeah, I think that's how it went. There was like a Tiffany sky lamp or something like that.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, true. I remember this.
Yeah.
Petra, are you looking for some extra detail?
Yeah, I was just reading about what he had, like the verdict, how much he had to pay to the kids and her brother. Apparently, there was something like 60,000 or so, and now he's
which usually isn't that much.
400,000 from them. So, also, I feel that he is demanding this money kind of
out of
makes
spite.
You think that the murder was like
financially motivated.
It was not just a random psychosis that he like. It sounds like he's not very like, oh no, I accidentally killed my dear wife.
Yeah.
By the way, please pay me 400,000 for her part of the house.
I feel like you shouldn't be able to like benefit off of the family like at all. I think that
exactly.
You're null and void
I think there
douchebag.
should be some kind like it would feel fair. That would be some kind of law that's just like, okay,
that's even.
If you have a house half with your spouse and you kill your spouse, well, too bad. Now you have to pay. Like,
Yeah.
You can't
Or they
claim
get
the
your
money.
half of the house, or they get your half of the house, and then, you know,
Yeah.
like so you don't have any fucking claim or ownership for any of it, and then they can sell and then they can get their money out of it, you know, that would make more sense. But I guess this doesn't happen that often, you know, like this type of situation.
I'm sure it's legally complicated to kind of formulate a law around this,
but like you would
still,
think that,
this is
I
insane.
mean, a bit like if you have a rich parent and you know that, okay, you will inherit them, and then you murdered them.
But
Will
in
you
the States, you're
inherit
not
them?
no, you're not allowed to.
Yeah,
in
because
the
I think
States.
there should be some kind of law that prevents that.
Yeah, you're not allowed to in the States, or like some states that like most of the states, you're not allowed to inherit from the person that you murdered. It's like
that would make sense to me.
Yeah, because it's like the same thing if you had an insurance policy. You're not allowed to get the insurance policy if you murder them. Yeah.
Exactly. So here I'm like, okay, if you had half house and you murder her, and you were the lone person there, like, too bad.
Yeah.
Then you have to pay for the whole loan. She's not paying it because you murdered her.
Yeah.
Would have helped her to pay her part of the loan if you hadn't murdered her.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't know, but this is maybe in some future news tangent we will hear what happens about this part.
Mm-hmm. So that was like
I
new
hope that
information.
justice will happen. Like, I don't understand
feel bad for the kids,
the details of the law, but
So he's currently in prison.
Yeah.
Prison, not psychiatric.
He's not hanging in their 7,500,000 summer cottage.
Jesus.
In Porvoo.
So prison. I think he is in actual real prison, and
because he was not
deemed mentally unstable enough for a psychiatric ward. Okay. Alrighty.
Okay.
But I still don't like. He's like, I want to go to a psychiatric institute. I guess as a psychiatrist, he's like, that's much more fun than prison.
My people are here, you know.
I know how to act here.
Yeah, maybe.
My old colleagues are there. I can be like, hey, what's up?
Oh, okay. Well, it was good to hear the details of this. So I mean, I did read some of this in the news, and you also talked about it before, but not in one package.
Yeah. Now it's packaged in that sense. I mean, I thought so in December, and then I saw this stupid news about the inheritance stuff, and I'm like, okay, maybe this will be in media for the next couple of years.
Yeah.
Feel very sorry for the family of the wife.
Yeah. Especially like all of the kids, you know.
Yeah, I mean, also his kids, of course, they are innocent.
Yeah, exactly. They still lose
They
a
were
parent.
also victims of the perhaps attempted murder.
Yeah, that's psychologically, I'd be like, fuck, my dad tried to kill me. Like, I wouldn't know what to think. What is reality anymore, you know?
Yep.
What is life?
They're still pretty young, but
I hope.
I have one more question.
Have a nice mother.
What happened to the dog?
Yeah.
I think it survived because there was no mention of Doc dying.
Okay.
But I guess as long as the dog gets out of the car, it's probably best of these beings to get just like to the surface, you know.
That was the swimming sounds from Petra.
Yes, that was a swimming dog sound.
Okay. So, now I think we have to do a public service announcement in the end of this episode.
Yes. Oh, yeah, because this is the last episode not the last episode, but just
No.
We're going to take a small break because I have an expected due date of June 11th, but it'll probably be a little bit before that. Who knows? So,
and this episode comes out sometime around that time.
Like June 7th or something, I think. So, So
we're taking a little bit of a break. Probably not a very long one.
Yeah, probably a month,
see.
I think. We'll see. Yeah.
Summer break.
Yeah, small
bit of a summer break.
Yeah. And we'll keep maybe updated on the Instagram if it's possible. Just like, hey, we're still out. And there's Postivaunut in the background.
Yes, so everyone now, here's your chance to listen to Postivaunut.
Some ASMR, cat
Yes,
ASMR.
maybe I will just have my own ASMR podcast with Postivaunut. It's
In the meantime.
hello, now 20 minutes, Postivaunut. We don't need to do 20 minutes of Postivaunut now.
I was like, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. It's kind of relaxing.
That's fine.
It's relaxing. Yeah, maybe I should actually try that for falling asleep. Like just like, the dual headphones and just like purring in my ears. I wonder if that would help. Yeah. Is it better than classical music to fall asleep to? Purring noises?
Probably classical music has too much of drama.
Yeah.
I do have to. It depends. Like it depends on the music. Yeah. Yes.
True.
Yeah. Like some
sure
cello suite, some Bach is calming, I guess. But yeah. Anyway. Okay. So yes.
Yep.
We'll see you next time in probably July. Or
yes. Give us 5-star ratings and follow us everywhere.
Yes, please listen.
Listen.
Yeah. Send us an email. Maybe send us an email of your cats. Ooh, that would be nice. Yeah, people should send pictures of their cats or animals.
Or you can DM it to us on Instagram.
Yeah, too. Instagram. Yeah, whatever works, whatever floats your boat. We want to see pet pics. And it can be any type of pet, even a spider. I don't mind seeing tarantulas or scorpions. Chickens, whatever. Whatever is your pet.
Corner?
Yeah, whatever is your pet, we want to see it. Indeed. Okay. Pet pics, not dick pics. Oh, yeah.
That's a good motto.
For a t-shirt. Yeah.
Okay, thanks for listening.
Bye.
Hei paralla.
Bye.